Welcome back on this fabulous Thursday. Well, we've all heard the advice that one of the best things you can do to keep your relationship healthy is, of course, communicate. But according to experts, we must choose our words wisely to make the most positive impact. So what should we be saying? Well, writers at the Huffington Post recently published the most important phrases relationship experts say husbands and wives should say to each other. So we asked this panel right here of husbands and wives if they would stick around and see if they agree. Crash, Lynn, thank you. Kara, of course.
Hello.
Thank you so much. All right, so let's start off with number one. Some of these I was like, what? I like you just the way you are. You shouldn't try to force each other to change, guys, because it probably won't happen regardless. So just work on accepting them and earn some brownie points by saying it out loud every now and then. I have never said this to Jim. I mean, it just seems so...
Does it count if you said it in a sarcastic tone?
Yeah.
My husband are both super sarcastic,
Yeah.
so we say that kind of stuff all the time, but in a very sarcastic tone.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever said that either.
I mean, I've said...
I married you, so I like you.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
To me, I hear that phrase, it's just a Billy Joel song to me.
Right.
You know, so yeah, I don't think I've ever worded it that
Right.
way.
Right.
But yeah, you go into a relationship, obviously you know what you're getting into, especially if you're getting married. So yeah, you're not trying to change anything. I love you just the way you are. Yeah.
Ooh, we were a
Pretty
little off
simple.
key. We'll try that. We'll work on that later on. But it's so true. I mean, I love this sentiment, obviously, but I don't look at him in the eye and say that. I mean, I'm always supportive, and you know, I always say we're a work in progress. You know, like,
Are there little
Agreed.
things that your partner does that annoy you that you don't say anything about? Because I do that every day.
Yeah, of
Yes. Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Like, there's always things when
Right.
you bite your tongue.
Yes.
I think you learn to pick your battles when you get married.
Agreed.
I had a friend gave me that advice. She was like, you pick your battles. Like,
Yeah.
you pick what things you can just keep inside you.
But maybe I should tell him not to chew so loudly or to whistle, because he whistles all the time, and sometimes I just don't want to hear a whistle. And I'm like, I just want to be serious. And he's like in the kitchen. And
Oh,
we're
I-
but that's like, so that's not very nice. Tell him to stop whistling, but it's an easy habit he could change.
okay, right. So here's the thing, right?
So
Is
should
it
I
a
tell
deal
him?
breaker? Of course not.
Not.
Does it get on
Right.
your nerves repeatedly? Yes. So how do you jokingly, maybe
Right.
you guys should weigh in.
Yeah, tell us.
If something is not terrible or relationship altering, but it gets on your nerves, then right.
I sound so mean to be like, stop whistling.
Now,
Yeah.
I will say this.
It's like-
She's going to be like, what?
Kara, chewing loudly, that's one of Jim's
Yeah.
pet peeves.
Yeah, I could see
Jim
that,
might say
yeah.
something next time we're all eating.
I
Like,
mean,
hey, why don't you keep that chewing to
Brennan
yourself?
smacks his lips, I think, on purpose when he's eating, and I'm like, stop it! It's so you sound like a horse. Like,
Wow.
And then he'll do it. He'll do it louder, and I'm like,
just turned into
with your mouth.
I know, yeah. I love you just the way you are, except that times, yeah.
All of this.
I don't really know. I really do wonder because it really is such a small thing. But if it does kind of get under your skin, how do you go about saying it in a way that's not going to completely annoy
I
them,
joke
embarrass
about
them,
it. Right.
you know, whatever.
I know what you could do. You could joke about it on your television show.
And then go watch it.
Press play.
And they'll find out. Yeah.
Awesome.
Like, that's something you should watch.
All right,
Yeah.
what about the second one?
Like it's going to turn out bad for me.
Tell me, maybe a tiny bit. Tell me all about it. So when they're dealing with something stressful, remember, practice your listening skills, ask questions, don't interrupt too much, sometimes just listen. Yay or nay?
It's another Billy Joel song.
I know.
Tell her about it. Who made this list?
Who made this? Did Billy write this?
Yeah.
It said a writer at the Huffington Post,
Maybe it's Billy Joel.
possibly. I mean, again,
I mean, I think you don't say those words.
I don't say
but
them,
like,
but,
when
yeah.
there's a problem or something, I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
tell me, you know. I'm not like,
Yes.
tell me about it. You know,
Right.
Like, it's kind of just more of a conversational, and you sit and listen.
right. I do sit, and we talked about this in the green room because Jim was talking about some business things, and I tried to weigh in, almost how we say ladies don't like it. Well, I guess he didn't really like it either because I don't know, everything I was suggesting, I felt like he just kind of shot down, and you just don't understand my business. And I was like, whoa. I'm just trying to offer
Right.
suggestions. And he later apologized. He's like, I'm sorry, I guess I'm just like defensive. And so it was more his thing.
Right.
But I really was just trying to help, but sometimes they just need you to zip it.
Well, I
Yeah.
do love that question that people have said on this roundtable numerous times, where if you get into a discussion like that, your first question should be, do you want me to listen or do you want me to help you solve it?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Do you want me to
Go
give you
from
your
Like
there.
right off
Yeah.
the bat,
Yeah.
establish what it is that they expect from you.
Yeah, there's a big difference. My wife's in property management, so she'll vent to me a lot, and she'll say things like, well, Bob didn't understand the plans that we were supposed to be doing, and they don't understand that I've got this, and I have no idea what she's talking
Right.
about, but I'm absorbing it, and then at any given time, if there's a break in her conversation, I'll say, well, did you try talking to Bob about
Yes.
this particular
Right.
item? Like, I don't try to overload
Yeah.
her with stuff that I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm certainly there to help, not just be an ear or a shoulder.
Right,
nice.
right.
Yeah.
Again, I think some of these expressions, again, sound like a song or just kind of cliche.
Right. Like
that
they
we-
took them off a TV show.
Right.
Yeah.
that
It's
we
not
may-
real life.
That we
Right.
may not necessarily use every day, but it's in some way, shape, or form, we're hoping to convey this communication. So, okay, I'm so lucky I married you. You've probably said it before, but remind them it's not going to hurt. You know, we like to think about. Why is everyone laughing?
I said it. I've said it.
We like to think about that. You know, we're thinking about our marriage from time to time, and you know, I really am lucky. You know, I'm so happy that you're my partner in life.
I gotta get more serious.
Really?
Because he just does
Yeah.
that. And I'm like, I'm so lucky I have you. Like, but that's just like our tone to each other. We're both very sarcastic people.
Right.
And that works for you. Yeah,
And that works for us.
Now, do you write it in cards? Because I'm a card person. I always say this
I don't know,
stuff.
Brendan, when's the last time you got me a card?
Oh, we went right back to number one.
Wow. We are
Never buys me a card, sorry. I hope he's watching so he buys me a card tomorrow.
Kara, actually, now that I think about it, sorry, Jim doesn't like whistling either because I whistle. So Lee's two annoying traits annoy Jim as well. You and Jim have the same like sensory. Oh God, he's whistling. Sorry, I didn't think about that.
Have your little sign. Next time you guys do a.
When you go to Christine's house, you should put up a little sign outside, like no whistling,
whistling,
no chewing loudly.
There you go. That's the
wait.
next arts and crafts project.
Yes, we'll make the signs for what not to do in your house.
Yes, and right outside the door.
Rules of the house.
Hold on, I want to get back to. Sorry, I digressed when I remembered that. Kara's excellent whistling. I think, of course, like, are you guys like me? Are you more verb? I feel like you are, Crash, or are you more? You like to express yourself more in depth in writing.
I'm a little more verbal because I'm a little more of the emotional one in the relationship, so I need to let it all out. I will tell it. The one thing that I can't stand when my wife gets me a card, she'll have all this. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
the card is
Yes.
pre-written by
Right.
somebody else. This card says everything. Every card she's ever gotten me,
shoot.
this card says everything. I can pull them out
She
right now.
underlined certain
Yes,
words.
I do.
There's
Those
100
are
of
the ones
them.
I need.
Oh my gosh, you know what are the best cards? Blue Mountain. Blue
They say
Mountain
it all.
cards.
Brennan, you hear that, Blue Mountain?
Blue Mountain.
Blue Mountain
Look it
cards.
up. They're usually in those, what's those restaurants that are always on?
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel, yes. I was like, they're always on the red.
Okay.
Haley's like, just please skip to the
She's
next
like,
one.
keep going.
Sorry, we digress, but I want to help you express yourself,
We are
whether it's
all
verbally or on a card. BlueMountain.com. They even have an e-card, so
Are
I'm
you
saying.
expressing
Pick yourself up an Elvis CD while you're there.
Realize
Should
it.
be.
And a rocking
A
chair.
rocking chair.
Pick up
Yeah.
a what? while
Pick up
you're-
an Elvis CD
And a
while
rocking
you're there.
chair.
And a with a
They have
rocking
the
chair.
best rocking chair.
Oh, and that crazy little game you could never
Back
win.
and forth. Yeah, you could never. There's always a piece
Guys,
missing. Always.
let's go to Cracker Barrel.
Let's go. Let's go.
God, they have the best breakfast. So
go.
good.
Right
good.
now, sponsor.
Okay.
but-
Rich and
Cracker Barrel. Yeah.
Okay, what did you want me to get to, Haley? Oh, I forgive you. I don't say those. I don't know.
Y'all, I think we have some work to do.
So, I know. I
This
will
is their
say
smart
when he apologizes, because sometimes if I don't forgive him, I just don't say it. But then when I really am like, fine, I'll let it go. I'll be like, all right, I forgive you.
Huh. I'm like,
I need to let him, like, if I really mean it, or like if I don't think he's serious about apologizing, I'll be like, no. But then the I forgive you knows that, all right, we're moving on.
yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Like we
You know,
really are
we're,
moving on.
We're
I
moving
forgive
on.
you.
Forget it. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't need the whole I forgive you thing, but like if I knew I screwed up and the next day we're kind of quiet, then all of a sudden, hey, I'm sorry, I was blah, 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 she'll just be like, thank you. That
Yeah,
she
that's-
got her
that's-
apology.
So that's
Yes.
her,
Thank you.
we're moving on.
Right,
Yeah,
we're
we're
done. We're done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed. I'm the same way.
Are you?
I don't like to be stuck in a fight. Like being stuck in
I
a fight,
know.
it
Yeah.
just
It's the
weighs
worst.
on
It's
me. I can't.
terrible.
Yeah, I can't.
I know it's terrible. Okay, I'm giggling already at this next one. You're so beautiful.
Oh.
So beautiful in. Crush, you're so handsome.
I'd be like, what did you do?
I know, right? Yes.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Right.
Cat in the fishbowl, yeah.
I think
I will tell Jim when he looks handsome.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like when you're getting ready to go out, you get
Yeah,
all
I'll
dressed
be
up and
like,
fun.
yeah.
That's when I feel like it. But if it was
Right.
one night and he'd be like, oh, you're so, I'd be like,
Who was it? Remember we used to have a guest on the roundtable who said him and his wife always, before they had date night, they would always get ready separately so they could have that reveal.
Oh.
Oh, I think it was Dr. Hal Runkle.
Yes, I bet it was.
And he said they never got
interesting.
ready together because they didn't want to like.
it's like reliving your wedding day.
Yeah.
That's not a luxury for me in my 700-foot square apartment.
I don't know where we would go.
Yeah.
I know, us too. We're
Honey,
like,
can I borrow your lipstick?
Yeah, I know. In fact, the other night we were doing something and Jim walked out and he was wearing the same color. He goes, should I change? I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's kind of cute. For the picture. All right, but we need to incorporate all of these.
Okay.
People.
People, we should have a follow-up.
Everybody, let's go out with a whistle.
Spouses, are you watching?
To Cracker Barrel.
I can't whistle.
It's coming up next.